Hi and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elise. Today we are doing a blog hop for the new waffle flower release for January 2020. And today I'm making a rainbow shaker card featuring new stamps and dies from the release. This is the Fresh Rainbow Sentiments combo set, and I used it to make the shaker card. Okay, so here is that stamp set and the coordinating die. As you can see, there's a little space for the sentiments, and all of the sentiments in this set fit perfect in that area. It's a really fun way to be able to use the stamp set and the die set to make a number of different cards. So I'm going to use the positive vibes coming your way sentiment, but there's also sentiments for sending you prayers and, hugs and kisses, thank you sentiments, just general encouragement. It's a really great set. I'm going to run this die through my Gemini, and I've already punched out all of the pieces. And to start out, I'm going to stamp my sentiment down. So I've got that die in my Misti, and I will be using Versafine Onyx black ink to get a really good impression on that sentiment. It's my favorite ink to use for sentiments. By the way, all of the supplies that I'm using today are listed down below. So just going to make sure that that is centered. Sorry that you can see my lights, but just making sure that's in a good spot. And then taking that ink pad, inking up the stamp and stamping it. Now this is why I love using my Misti. I did not press down well, and so I get a second chance at a perfect sentiment. I'm just going ahead and pressing that down. Now it's perfect and we can move on. So I am going to be cutting out this die 2 more times using fun foam so that I can get the shaker elements. Because the white pieces in between, kind of like on the arcs of the rainbow, are so slim, it's just easier for me to cut out fun foam than it is to use like foam adhesive, because you'd have to cut the strips really small. So now I'm making sure that these line up, and going to take some Lawn Fawn liquid glue to just go ahead and glue these together. I've got my sequins off to the side and my acetate off to the side. So once these are glued together, I'm all ready to go. So now that I've got these glued together, I'm going to start building my card. To make it easier to assemble, I just put a little rolled up piece of purple tape to keep my card flap closed. So now that that is all set, I can go ahead and adhere my 2 fun foam die cuts to my card. Just going to go ahead and use that same Lawn Fawn glue and get that down. So now I've got everything in place to start building my shaker card. So in these 2 wells, I kind of am envisioning them like clouds. I'm using a Pretty Pink Posh multi-size clear mix. And then for the rest of these, I'm using all the sequins I'm using today are from Pretty Pink Posh, but the rest of them are their smallest size. So starting out with an orange, and because these balls are so small, I used a spoon to be able to get them in perfectly. I wish I had used a smaller spoon. This is literally a spoon from our kitchen, but it does the trick in just making sure that these get added in just in the right place. So just going in and starting at orange, which is the tangerine color, and going down to yellow, and just going ahead and scooping these up and sticking them into every section. I think this is just so much fun for the recipient. I love getting shaker cards, any type of interactive cards, and because these are all split, it just is special. You obviously took a little bit more time to put it together. So I thought that this was fun. And when I saw this die, I just knew that it had to be a rainbow shaker card. I don't make very many shaker cards. I should probably make more just because they're so much fun. And everybody that I give them to loves them, whether it's, family members who are, we have some small children, family members. I mean, the youngest of whom is like 2. And even, like my mom, everybody loves a good shaker card. So these are always fun to give. And like I said at the beginning of the video, it's really nice that the stamp set includes so many good sentiments for so many different kinds of occasions that you can really get a lot of mileage out of this combo. There's also another die in today's release that matches well with the stamp set, and that is the Sweet Scallops panel die. So if you were going to go ahead and get this set, I would add on that panel die to the scallop one, just so you get more mileage out of what you've got. So now I've got all of my sequins placed in, going back once again to my trusty liquid glue so that I can add on the acetate on top of the fun foam to lock in all of my shaker bits. So just going ahead, lining that on, and then I'm going to stick on this acetate. It's cut just a little bit smaller than 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, which is the size of this panel die. So just going to press that on, make sure it's stuck down really good because I don't want any of my shaker bits to fall out. So just making sure all of those little areas are sealed up, and then I will once again use that glue to glue down the nice white panel with my sentiment. I feel like this is also a really fun way to make a shaker card, but have it also be clean and simple because you're just using a white card base and the cardstock on the top is also white. But you could definitely mix this up in new colors. I also thought this die would be really fun with some die cut inlay. So I feel like there's just so many ways that you can use this. And like I said, all of the sentiments are for different occasions. So that completes my card for today. There is so much fun on the hop, so keep hopping along. The link to my blog is down below, so you can join the hop. Please click to subscribe if you want to see more from me or watch another video, and I will catch you in the next one. Thank you so much.